Good morning, folks, and feels like it's almost afternoon. Um, I got up late today. Herc and I both got up late. It's 8:39, Wednesday, February 10th. 9 is elder, 3 other people, younger people. What's that about? See, 3 is meeting people. Um, and then 8 is knowledge, data, and it has to do with me talking with um, some of the smaller parts of Aaron Lilly released when the third wave of souls was 80% released. There's some of them actually hanging around right now. Um, I was talking with them earlier. Oh, anyway, happy morning talk. Let's have a relaxing morning, huh? Um, like I said, I got to go soon. I got Herc his meds and his snack, but I got to take care of him. Got the animals outside, some fresh water and food. Sometimes I throw away the food because they like it fresh. I'll put up with that to a point. But it's cold, so the water freezes overnight. They have to have water. Um, so much stuff going off in my head. Um, Part of me, there's so much stuff. Time exists everywhere. Okay? If one event happens and then another event happens, you have time. Time is meaning an expression of a chronological order of occurrences. Um, the field. People talk about the source field. That hopefully intelligent field of energy that's everywhere. It's not just everywhere, folks. It goes through everything. Okay? All is not energy, but all is energy and heavy particulate matter. Then people say, well, you have a particulate matter, like atoms, they have energy. Don't even go there with me. I'm telling you how the universe actually is, how they are created, how it all started, making barriers between dimensions. I understand a little bit about that, okay? When I say a little bit, I mean the basic understanding of it. And as far as when anyone says something right or wrong, I have that immediately. Um, as I've told you, none of us can access who we really are until we are who we are, free of a body and nothing, no goop hanging on us. And, Gaia knows I love her. I'm not picking on her. Gaia wants to pull all the bodies back. She wants to be free. She wants her spirit back in her. And she has that right. She told me that a long time ago. I've only told select people. A lot of people say, what about my children and their children? What about the planet that's actually given its own self to go in those bodies so that you can have a life? What about the planet? Let's keep abusing it, right? I mean, the planet gets Gaia. She gets abused physically, metaphysically. So, I was just talking with a guy named Chris. Chris, I won't mention your last name. When people don't mind, it's okay. But if I haven't talked to him first, I don't go there. We're going to do a crank up pretty soon, and his little lady, or I always say little lady. I don't know, like big guy, whatever, sweetie. I'm no good with names. I feel affection for everything. I don't love it. I have a love for everything, but I'm not in love with everything. I don't have contorted sexual ideas or something. Folks, I want to finish my job and go home. Okay? What I am inside me when I was younger, now that's a different story. This needs to be settled, and I need to go home. Um, what I am inside, this focal point of Ara, I just call it Jara, Jay with Ara. I don't know, you know, Bob, Billy Bob. I don't care. Um, it's just an explanation for describing something. It's something you throw on there. A name. Uh, I've been to Red Atom on this planet 5 times, literally producing the red race. Yeah, I've been a busy man. Okay, um, uh, and those bodies started through pure energy with heavy particulate matter that was pulled in from the planet. Very strong energy, very clean. That's why I'm so tied into the red race. So. Sad. There's so much I wanted to do. I can't. The only way I can really take care of everyone is to, be free of the body. So soon I will be. Um, but the field energy everywhere, this energy that goes through everything, folks. Sorry, if it freaks some people out, which most of you it doesn't, but that's literally part of me. Part of what's in this body. It goes out a lot farther than this. It goes. Let's just say it goes out of the Milky Way, the field here. It's literally me. When ships come in, they can feel it as soon as they get here. They can see it on the screens. This is not a whoopie-doo for Jay or something. That's funny. Sometimes I feel it's kind of sad when I don't have to. I don't take time reading stuff. People send me stuff. I just block them. I don't have time for it, folks. Love you. Don't have time for it. I see and feel things everywhere. It's not frustrating, but it is sad that sometimes people look at me as being arrogant when they don't understand. I'm here to do a job for them. I understand why they're like that. I understand how they got to be made that, and it's happened over many, 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 many lives. But it's well known what it used to cost to have a consult with me, and how much it's public knowledge. Over the last 2 years, I generated a hell of a lot more than, let's say $200,000. Okay, you see the house the way I live. I have to finalize my bankruptcy in a few days. Yeah. Now, if I generated that much money, why the hell am I bankrupt? Is it because I went out and bought new cars and gave everything away? And well, I gave everything away, but I didn't buy new cars. I gave the money away to take care of stuff. Okay. So, if that's not enough for you to understand, then you got a real problem. But either way, I do all I can to help everyone. That's all I can do, and I'm not going to worry about it, okay? Boy, Jay seems cold. Folks, the love I have in my heart, there's only one stronger love that's anywhere, and that's literally Lily. She had things done to her I wasn't aware of till a while back. And I've been making changes to her, in body. So to help her out, did another one this morning. She just came to me, started putting pressure on my head here. Part of her out of her body. Her body isn't aware she did it, but she came to me and she's getting all freaking out and trying to put pressure in. She's not strong enough to just bust through me, but, and I could feel it wasn't her, that it was her and it wasn't an attack. It was a feeling of semi-desperation, and I'm like, damn, what it is? And she's like, she was worried and scared and everything. My counterpart, my better half, Lily, she's also called White Tiger Lily. I'm on the Black Lion, figure that out, or Black Panther, whatever. We're all mixtures of everything. The original male and female, they knew how we feel about each other. Red Adam and Eve 5 times. Hello. The first time here on the planet, the red race, it wasn't all that big. Okay? There was issues between me and the other Red Eve. My lady was at first, but then she had to go in a Fae. And literally with me down there create Fae. The Fae bodies and everything. So, and then after that, I had to come up, be with someone else, and that never did work. It's funny the things they say in Genesis, they're not true, but they actually have it backwards. What little they had right was backwards. Everything, and that's a small thing. But the second, third, and fourth, and fifth times, we did good. Yeah. We had offspring over 1,000 children. Anywhere from 670 something, 673 to a little over 1,000 children at each age. So, and the DNA in that type of scenario that's in those bodies, it's different. This is literally energy that made its own DNA with physical properties. And this is when she and I were free of any attachment put on us by the original male and female. They were pretty good lives, except the abuse going on everywhere. But we lived for over 1,000 years. That's why you have the many kids. So, and having multiple births, sometimes she'd have 6 kids a year. 7. Or we would, whatever, the woman do the work. There's so much stuff going on out there right now, and I've got a lot of stuff I got to do. I've almost got these orders together. These things, I got a bunch of them. I'm sending them out except for 2 of them. I want to get them all done at one time, folks. I can't go back and forth to the post office and stand in line for half an hour and do that 3 times a day. I mean, I never get anything done. So, and that's the only reason I have to put a maximum order on the like Star S and the products that I have to sell a minimum just to, so it literally will be okay for me to go there and come back and not just be sending out little stones. I'm not Amazon.com. It'd be nice if I could be set up like that. Having said that, there is someone who's really cool. She's flowing with source energy. She has a friend named Bob too, and I'm literally gonna set them up with a distributorship. Okay, they're out west, and they're gonna be able to sell it. I'm not gonna. I'll put in a. I'll get with them and put a link in or something to get to them, so that y'all can get it, because they can do that. I can't. I'm still something that's going on the other side. Oh, what I send them while I'm still alive, I'll be cranking up. But she's got source in her. She can crank it up. Okay? So, let's see. The different spheres and stuff I'm going to make. I got that coming out pretty soon. When Michelle's got that big piece of crystal dragon egg star SNite, 22 pounds. She needs to keep that. Okay, she'll be around again later doing what she really is good at, saving animals. Okay? And she is really strong. Folks, the strongest thing there is me, period. You don't like it, get over it. That doesn't make me better than nothing. It's just I'm a bigger pumpkin in the pumpkin patch. Big deal, okay? That gives me certain responsibilities that I need to maintain. But, this right here, this is a container of some of the pulverized crystal dragon egg star essenite, that 66-pound piece. Michelle, you need to, someone will tell her I said this, don't ever let that crystal go, break it off or something. Keep a big piece for yourself. But if you sell a big piece, you know, the major part of it needs to be over 50 grand. You're going to need startup money too when you get going again for the animals. Michelle was attacked hard. When they couldn't get to me, the only way they kept getting to me nonstop. I had to keep fighting them. I'm still dealing with stuff now. But these were mean aggressive stuff. Now what's around is, you know, pretty clean source that's just want to be controlling. It's arrogant. But it's not overly abusive. It's different. Okay? These little souls running around. Folks, you get enough of them on you. It's like wearing a hat that moves. It's energy. 7 or 8 of them can put their energy fingers into your brain and run you. And I deal with that all the time. They mess with you, and they're so soft, you can't hardly feel them. Especially when you're as strong as me or like Michelle. Okay? That happens. They can feel your frequencies. They know who you are. They're out of body. They're not limited. They're their full selves. Okay? So they know who you are. They see who you are. They feel your frequencies. They know how to work you. These are souls that have had millions of lives. Like a trillion lives, some of them. And you don't think the heaviest hitters were hanging on her head? Yeah, they were. You know? It was me and her. But the only way to stop me, they understood, was to go after her. So she got hit real hard. And I kept cleaning her, me, everyone else did the best I could. And folks, you know what I've been through. And then all this other crap going on. You know, all over the place. So, but when something happens, I fight back wherever it's coming from. Okay? And true to my last life, I don't go out with a gun or something stupid. You know, I deal with things metaphysically. That's the best way for me to handle it. But sometimes, you know, there's a little physical thing too, not hurting someone, but folks, this stuff gets done to us. This is the way it always was. This was SOP, as they say in the military, standard operating procedure on the other side. Not just the wish and desire, the demands of how it would be by the original male and female first being. So anyway, in these first stones that I'm putting out, spheres, the power stones, the power spheres, I'm putting these in. I'm putting this in them. I put in what's necessary for you, what behooves you the best, what works best for you. All that stuff will be up there soon, folks. Okay, just I've almost finally got all the packages done and take out and get that out, and plus I got all these other merchant forms to fill out, so you can pay for this stuff just using your credit card. Boom, boom, boom. Some of the spheres I put out before, they got cloudy inside, and I'm like, that's weird as hell. You know, it doesn't affect anything, but when you look at it, and I said that, it's weird, what the hell happened? And because my lady showed me hers, and I'm like, oh, that's crazy. So anyway, I went ahead, I forgot his name. Showed me his sphere. Anyway, the super glue I used to glue up the sphere, if there was too much of it and some of those fumes went inside, that's what over time made it foggy. That was weird. It doesn't affect it. Actually, it kind of hides what's in there, and that makes people wonder. But whatever. And like I said, see, these spheres, they're stones. And then you take the stone. You take a bunch of stones. You wrap them in this, okay, copper foil. You take some stick selenite. These are long pieces, but I have some over here that's broken up. I break it up, and it's not powder, but in the real small pieces. That's the fluff I put inside, plus some star essenite. That's, small crystals. And then I put the big stones in there, a big piece of staurosinite, a big piece of selenite, lapis, whatever needs to go in there, until I get what I need for the person. And then I wrap that up in a copper in 2 different sheets. I wrap it up, make it tight, and then I put another sheet around it. Keeps it from leaking out, but at the same time, it's more copper. Copper helps the energy flow together. It's like a ball. And then when you put your hands in the other sphere, the energy that you have in your hands, remember, your energy is everywhere, okay? Your energy is flowing out of your bodies. Like I said, very few of you can even fit in a state, okay? So as you take all this energy and you start focusing down on the ball, you don't touch the ball. If you touch the ball, your conscious mind engages. I feel touch. I'm touching. Oh, waiting for the... No. You have to hold your hands outside, come near it, and just relax and wait to feel. Folks, when you go to wait to feel, you're putting your brain into the mode it needs to be in to meditate. Everything I do, it's not just one level, okay? It's like 7 or 8 levels of help for you. One of my family members, I told her that she worked with promoting people, and she said, Jay, you're too volatile. She was in her head, she was saying, Jay, you're too volatile. She goes, I don't know that I can help you. In her head, she's saying, this guy's crazy. People will run from him. I can't promote him properly, blah, blah, blah. And, she's right. And I'm not here to be promoted. I'm here to do my job, to leave the information, to do what I'm supposed to do, and then go. Because this is for y'all. It's about y'all, not me. But I'm doing my job. So anyway, but she said, Jay, you're so complex. I said I'm a simple old man in overalls. She goes, that's a lie, and she was actually aggressive with it. I'm like, whoa, what's that about? She goes, she said, I've promoted all kinds of famous people. She's source family, and she said, I've never met such a complex individual as yourself. When you say things, the things you say, they have different levels, multiple meanings. As far as the information goes, I want to deliver my information to everyone. I don't care if you're like what I used to be, a mechanic, or what I used to be, a telephone engineer, or a rocket scientist, doctor, waitress. We're all different things in different bodies, but we're all who we are inside. That's what I access, who you really are inside. I use my energy as feelings. I talk to everyone everywhere. Folks, I'm telling you, this source field around here, it's just part of me. And there's also other stuff in it too. A lot of love from the other side. Lily's energy is flowing through on the other side. She's flowing through me. It's like when my lady came to me this morning and she was concerned about things. I had to change something that was done to her. And I've done it in 2, 3 different changes. And at first she felt a little nervous, like, whoa, what's this? So she came to me, was really pushing on my head, and I calmed her down and helped her out to understand and made one more change, make it smoother. This body thing's not fun, folks. Not my end of the tracks, and not hers either. We're always hit hard and everything else. Makes sense. So anyway, so now she understands and she's calm. Folks, I told you big change is coming. It is. Don't you deserve it? Yeah. You'll get it. It's going to happen. You're going to receive it. It's already a done deal on the other side as far as the major change being made. It just needs to be settled in. And it won't be about some old fart in overalls, man. It's going to be about y'all working together, coming together. The beings, physical body beings from other planets. Y'all are coming together for a picnic. Picket. Hello. More coffee, more coffee. Joey, poke me when I do that again, would ya? It's funny when I had met this other guy named Joey, and he was the feeling I had in my head when I wanted to think of a good friend, because he and I are always good friends. He's the coolest guy in the world. And then when I did that, I literally took a piece of my energy and put it over here. You know, there is actually a part of me that's actually named Joey, and it is part of a focal point of me. Um, so, but anyway, y'all come have a good picnic, and I'll have everything set up for you, and be like the groundskeeper, just be around there, not in the middle of nothing. Just y'all have a good time being yourselves. You know when I'm happy? When I see stuff around me happy. That's all I want. I want things to flow the way they should be for everyone. Lily's the same way. That's why when Lily and Ara become their full selves and everything, that's why this is going to work. Creation's never had this. So, this is about y'all. And when, as soon as this is set down and put together, and then given to y'all so y'all run yourselves, hopefully 2020 is when that's going to happen. Then Lily and I are really going to feel good, man. All of Ara, I'm going to be part of them. You know, the driver. We're going to be happy. We're going to keep working. But when you don't have a body, you don't stop. Your energy. You don't need to rest. It's another thing that's funny about the Bible and all these other books. When God made the earth on the seventh day, he rested. From what? He doesn't have a body. And he said, I've done good. The world is good. Oh, who's that guy? Paul sent me an app. The guy who's the head curator for the museum and Night at the Museum series with Ben. Is it Ben Stiller or something? I don't know. Not at the museum series though. Is that the head curator guy, the English guy? He is so funny. He's so cool. But he was talking about religion, and you know, folks, when you think of it, it's kind of funny. But listen, that's what we were taught by our parents, and their parents were taught by their parents. Blah blah blah. That was all controlled by the original first being male and female with the angels. The first angels they had on you, their servants to go in your crown and run you. That was made to happen. That's been taken away, so you're gonna watch it fall away. There's a good wind outside. There's a beautiful sky. No chemtrails, regular clouds for a change. Folks, guys, going to come back. We're going to come together as a community. I feel bad saying we're because yeah, I won't be here. Never again in body. It's time for the picnic. I'll be around if you need me. You just think. Part of the job of the male part of Source, the one they call Father, is literally to be the field everywhere and help everything move. Then the mother energy, which is my lady, in driving Lily, strong understanding and strong love and compassion, but having the understanding to make good decisions to make sure things are right with everyone. And folks, I have the same thing, but hers is stronger than mine. If it is, it is. If a girl can press more weight than me when I'm in a body, she can. So what? Everything, everywhere. That's what I exist for. I can look outside the window, I see beauty. I feel love, hurt, pain. Trees are tired. I'm just anxious to be my normal self again so I can be free to do what I was meant to do from the beginning and never could. Properly perform my job. Wow. There is such a strong energy right now. There's a cleanliness, cleansing in the field. My heart's just pumping. It's everywhere. It's barely out in space and it's stopping. Like out past the moon and stuff, but it's stopping there. I'm up to something out of body, and Lily's in there too. That's one reason my heart's moving so hard. She's moving energy around. Clear the air is the thought process behind that. It's time for the new stuff to move in, the new heart energy. She's changing my outer energy so that everyone's love, compassion, and stuff can move through it more clearly. Unfettered. Unfettered is kept from being bothered with or something. 9/11. Imagine that. Hey, Herky. Got my, whoops. I picture Herky. He's so cool. He's my little hero. Everybody's my hero. That anybody that's working hard to better themselves and not hurting someone else, I love you. I love everyone anyway, but okay, Google. Unfettered.
Unfetter, release from restraint or inhibition.
Inhibition, yeah. I had the basic idea, but I can't think right anymore as far as conscious mind, because I'm really not. Whatever, you don't understand what I'm saying. If not, you will soon. I just don't. My brain doesn't function like that. That's all. Something going on in my head. All things to all people, and I don't know. I did not want to come out with that. It's like being all things to all people, and there's a thought. There's something wrong with that. Wanting to be all things to all people while I'm stuck in a body. As far as what you need, as far as what needs to happen. If you need something, folks, you really need something for your life. It's going to be made sure that you have it. But if you want something and you don't really need it, well, go get it yourself. You'll have the basics of what you need, and you'll have a wonderful new building to work in. But don't you dare sit on your ass and come to me and say, "I want this, I want that." You're not getting it. It might take something away from you. Maybe that'll help you appreciate what you have. Of course, that's really Lily's job, but people just keep wanting. That's another problem with this law of attraction thing. This bogus lie. Makes you think that you deserve something just because you want it. You ever think you're in a body and you might want to learn something and that'll actually screw it up? But it's not what I want while I'm in the body. I want this and I'm told I can have it. Well, go to who told you that. Have them give it to you. Oh, that's not going to happen. They're too busy spending all the money you gave them. Like, what's her name? I've increased all the granite work and marble work, marble work in my house because the universe wants me to be happy. Wow. Esther Hicks, you need to get your head out of your butt, get some more oxygen, okay? How dare you lie like that to people just to make yourself rich? Disgusting, that's right. Anyway, there will be a lot of stones and stuff put on a website pretty soon, folks. I'm just going to finish the final parts of this bankruptcy and stuff. I have to set up the house where I can actually have all the stock that I have in place so I can grab it and use it. I'll do that. It just takes time. And folks, I do have degenerate joint disease. Okay, I've got 2 different forms of lung disease. I don't move too fast. Okay, and all this weight that I've gained was for a reason, and that's personal, not going there, and it was done out of love. So that's that. I am aggressive. Sometimes that's what's necessary to take care of the whole. No one's going to be allowed to go running around in creation just beating on somebody just because they can. How often does that happen in body? Oh yeah, all the time. That's going to start. That's going to be stopped, and that process will start happening soon. Buh. Those of you that are pineal based, bada boom, bada bing. Take a nice piece of lapis. Okay. You don't need a piece this big, of course, but a piece of celestite with a piece of lapis, holding it like this, so the fingertips, both hands, touch both stones. Relax and feel it move in your head. And remember, you feel something a little bit back in the back part of the spinal cord. The first thing you'll say is, wait a minute, the pineal's up here. No, the pineal's right behind the spine in the back. The field for the pineal goes through the spine, comes out in your forehead. You might feel it in the field, the energy field that the pineal gland produces. And you also might feel it in the gland itself. And then you take a nice, just a small little piece of selenite. This guy. For Pete's sake. Got so much of this stuff. So much stuff over here. See, selenite, that stick selenite is so good to move through the crown. Stick selenite and celestite, very important right now for everybody. How do I know that? I feel everything in the field. I'm aware of what's going on. I feel it. I see it. I know it. Whatever. No big deal. Celestite. Nice piece of stick selenite. Lapis. Put them all together. Alright, and see that goes right through the crown. Right, my back's wanting to straighten up. My back just cracked. Want to set up straight. Ears popped a little bit to equalize pressure in your head. The stronger you get, and the bigger your brain grows, the more, your head's going to start moving in and out, the pressure in and out of your ears. Okay? That means your brain's getting bigger. Also means you're getting worked on and stuff, but it means your brain's getting, when it happens, when you grab stones, that's from your brain getting bigger. And you know that is part of cranking up. And if you have stones in the house laying around, cool. Does that put energy through the house and make you have more money and stuff? Hell no. Where do you get that? When you quote unquote grid stones, okay, if you put them near you and you relax and meditate and flow it into them, yes, you can move stuff. Like people who want to sit inside of a brass triangle or something on a nice mat with stones around, that's cool. But when you do, please put a hole in the top of it. Don't make it all come to a point, because then when the energy comes through your crown, it actually stifles it. You stifle the flow. Make a hole in it. Make a brass ring or copper ring in the top, and have the triangle pieces come, pyramid pieces come up to it. Please, okay? Do it for you. It ain't for me, okay? Something else that's coming in now. Honey gold calcite. I'm going to have to get more of it. I'm sorry. It's honey gold calcite is really nice. It's smoothing and relaxing. This is golden honey quartz, which has to do with the solar plexus. Okay, from the pelvic up to the throat. It helps give you a little clarity. It helps the rest of your body seeing through the solar plexus. It helps the heart energy move through. Okay? So, those really good stones with you. As you play with stones, hold them and feel them and see what works with you. When you're attracted to it, you're going to be attracted to something. Remember, almost all the crap on the other side's gone now. Big time, okay? You have freedom you don't even understand yet. But those of you that can feel the field, you feel it. So, and the problems that they're on the other side, they're being brought to me. They come to me to get me to stop doing what I'm doing. And I do what I can with them. Sometimes, I literally know I need to be less aggressive with them, because it's something that can be fixed. So I clean them, storm. Sometimes they do need to be gotten rid of. But I know the difference. It's instinct, but it's also relative to how much they attack me. They attack the hell out of me, then they're gonna get a more aggressive response. But that doesn't mean I just go after them and delete them. When I go to take care of something, I'm coming, Hurt. When I go to take care of something like that, whatever I feel, I'm coming, Herky. I know I'm late, buddy. When I feel myself stopping, there's a reason for it, and I do. It's when I'm coming, Herky. I'll be right there, buddy. I know, Daddy's really late. There's one other thing. And this has to happen. This is also relative to my still being here, because those that are really bent on the old way being kept, they're proving that they refuse to allow the new way to come through, and they're marking themselves for severe attention as soon as I do get out, because dealing with that is my job, mine and mine alone. Anyway, enough about that. Anyway, y'all rock. Thanks for having coffee with me again. And I'm going to go take care of my little hero, Herky. As y'all get stronger and stronger and keep waking up, there's going to be more and more people trying to wake up. Some of them are afraid of it. They're going to tell you to stop it, that's not true. Or, what's the matter with you? You're sick. You really think that? Yeah. You're going to see all kinds of stuff. Some people, take a Bible and hit you over the head with it. You need some God. Nah, God's dead. But anyway, thanks, but you need more. So go ahead and leave while you're pounding your head with your own Bible, okay? That's the way you get the most out of it. Knock some sense into your head, or at least some crap out. And just be you. That's funny. My coffee cup. Okay, let's see. Leave the crowd. Look within. Then what does it say? Let your dreams soar. It just become you. Those things you think you're seeing, folks, you are. And when you think you see an image and you get closer to it and it's not that, it was a message. It's still real. It's still viable. It still has value. It's still truth. You're being given a message by something that doesn't have a body. Oh, it doesn't happen. You got a soul? Of course I do. Hello? Problem here. You know, there's something wrong with your logic because it's not logic. Sorry. Folks, love you, man. Have a good one. And we'll see you soon. I'll miss a few days. Don't worry about it because I need to get to work. And there's a lot going on that I need to do off camera. Love y'all. Take care.